Hello, my name is Edwin Edebiri, the Global Chief Happiness Officer. Welcome to the CHO Collective, where we teach happiness as a learnable skill and spread happiness one person at a time. Now, most people look at happiness as an emotion, and it is. We look at happiness as a skill, but most especially as a learnable skill. Why the CHO Collective? Let's look at some statistics. In the US alone, there are 270 million adults age 18 and over. Now, according to the Gallup polls, about 30% of adults have agreed that they are seriously unhappy. 30% of 270, that's 81 million adults. That's horrible. We can change that, and you can help us. In the CHO Collective, this is not just another online course. This is a movement. This is a movement that I have been working on now for 20 plus years, with several thousand conversations about happiness, interviewing over 1,000 individuals. In my TEDx talk, you learn about the situation that happened that completely changed everything, that changed my life about happiness. If you have not, I encourage you to take a look at my TEDx talk. In the CHO Collective, we are looking at happiness as a very serious thing. Now, most people look at happiness as a personal mood. We look at it as a business asset. So we have started with 10-week course that guide you week by week, day by day to develop your happiness muscles. Now, what are some of the things you're going to learn? Why happiness is the foundation of success, not the reward for it. Most people have been taught that success comes first and happiness follows. Work really hard. Burn out if you have to, but become successful and you will be happy. You will learn why that formula is backwards. You will see how happiness becomes the foundation that produces better decision, stronger relationship, higher performance, and greater success. We will walk you through real life examples showing how two people with similar skill can achieve dramatic different results simply because one has developed the skill of happiness. You will also learn how to replace I will be happy when mindset with habits that create success today. Use happiness to improve your focus, resilience, and decision making through challenges. Turn happiness into a competitive advantage in your own career, your business, and personal life. Recognize how your emotional state influences every opportunity that comes your way. Now, we will also take a look at the practical principles behind happiness as a skill. Most people think happiness is based on personality or circumstances. You will learn why happiness is actually a skill, and like every skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Using practical examples and simple exercises, you will begin to strengthen your happiness. You will learn building daily habits that strengthen your happiness muscles. Replace automatic negative thinking with intentional positive habit. Create lasting happiness instead of chasing temporary project, instead of chasing temporary pleasure. Practice happiness as a learnable skill in just a few minutes each day. Because sometimes people will say, I don't have the time. We are talking 10 to 15 minutes a day. And even if you miss one day, you can catch up the next day. And you can do this because it's available to you 24/7. It's very flexible. And you will make happiness the foundation of every other area of your personal development. So if you are a coach, you definitely want access to this information because you're already doing wonderful things to help your clients. Why don't you help them also develop their own happiness muscles where you are also developing your own happiness muscles? life coach, business coach, executive coach, leadership coach, this is the place for you to be. Are you a mother or a dad? Here is where you need to be because you need to strengthen your own happiness muscle so you can help your children and your grandchildren strengthen their own happiness muscle. Learning happiness changes far more than your mood. It changes how you lead, communicate, solve problems, influence others, and build relationship. You will learn practical strategy that you can begin applying immediately. Lead with confidence while building trust and influence. Strengthen personal and professional relationships through intentional happiness. Reduce stress while increasing resilience and emotional well-being. Create a happier workplace that improves engagement and productivity. Use happiness to attract referral opportunities and long-term business growth. Throughout these sessions, you will hear real-world examples demonstrating how small shifts in mindset can produce significant improvement in both your life and your business. So this is not your typical online course. This is a movement, and I will be there along with you. Every Monday, folks, 8 a.m. Pacific, I will be doing the Happy Monday message. Yes, you can be there live. And if you cannot be there live, you can watch it in a replay. It will be available to you 24/7. The first Friday of every month, I will have fireside chat with the movement leaders. Founding members and happiness ambassadors are invited to discuss the progress of the movement on a month-by-month basis. Folks, this is exciting. The impact that we can have on people's life. Let me touch about the benefit of becoming a happiness ambassador within the CHO Collective. Every movement reaches a point where people wish they had joined sooner. Today, you have the opportunity to become part of this movement while it is still in the founding stage. Become a founding member positions you to grow alongside the CHO Collective. You will see how building lasting relationship with like-minded leaders from around the world can benefit you. Receive ongoing coaches, accountability, and implementation support. Gain early access to exclusive training tools and resources. Position yourself as one of the original leaders of the movement. You can create a legacy by helping spread happiness as a learnable skill worldwide. Become a founding member today before the opportunity is gone. Folks, with the CHO Collective, we're going to create a global network of happiness ambassadors. Changing your own life is powerful. Helping others change theirs is transformational. You will learn becoming an ambassador for happiness as a learnable skill, encouraging and inspiring others through your own example, multiply your impact with your family, workplace, business, and community. Join a movement dedicated to making the world happier one person at a time. Create a ripple effect that extends far beyond anything you could accomplish alone. You will be generously rewarded for becoming an happiness ambassador. Now, you think one person can change everything? Folks, that's what has actually happened in history. One person changing everything. Now, let's look at a couple of examples. The modern environmental movement. In 1962, marine biologist Rachel Carson published the book, The Silent Spring. By documenting the devastating ecological effect of widespread pesticides use, she awoken the global public consciousness regarding the environment and sparking the grassroots eco movement. The modern disability rights movement in 1977, activist Judy Heckman, spearheaded the 504 sit-in in San Francisco. When the federal government stalled on signing anti-discrimination laws, she organized a 28-day takeover of the federal building, triggering the legislative victories that led to the Americans with Disabilities Act. And then finally, Fridays for the Future. In August of 2018, Greta Thunberg sat alone outside the Swedish parliament with a handwritten sign that read, "School strike for climate." How solidarity protests went viral, snowballing into a massive international youth movement involving millions of strikes around the globe. One person can do a lot. And you join us, we can do even more, folks. Folks, you start out with a 7-day trial. And then if you like what you experience, you stay with us for just $19 a month. Most people can go to dinner these days and they can blow that amount. $99 a month, folks, to actually learn the most important thing in your life, happiness. Dalai Lama said the purpose of life is to be happy. Most people spend that on the gym. There are people driving around in $500 to $1,000 a month car and they are not happy. Spend $99 a month, folks, and you can change all of that. And then, folks, as a happiness ambassador, you actually get 30% of that. So that means if you just introduce 3 people that you help to spread happiness to, your monthly is covered. And then if you go on to just keep spreading happiness, just telling people to become part of this movement, every single person, brings about $30 into your pocket. 30 times 10 people, that's $300 a month. Some people can grow on to have 100 people making $3,000 a month. Now, I know you might be saying happiness and money don't quite go along. No, we want to change that. First, learning happiness as a learnable skill is doable. Let me close with this. Until 1908, everybody believed that leadership could not be trained, that you had to be born leader. You have to be aristocrat. You have to be a royal bloodline to be a leader. Harvard started an MBA program in 1908 that changed all of that. Today, we don't question the validity of learning to be a leader. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're going to do the same with happiness. We are going to make it standard. We are going to make it commonplace that happiness can be learned, and people will be learning happiness and they will be improving the quality of their life. Join us and let's make that happen. Stay happy.